Hey everybody, welcome to our Dentist Job Connect TV show. I'm going to stop sharing because we have a special surprise. We're going to do an interview with a real practice owner looking for a job right now. Dr. Daar and Terry, you can start your video whenever you guys are ready. And let me see, maybe I have to make a thing do I have to let them start it again? Natalie, do you have to ask them to start their video? See if that, let's just see here. While Natalie's getting them settled to start their video. I see you guys are off mute. Can you hear me, Dr. Daar?
I can hear you.
Cool. Are they letting you start your video? Oh, perfect. There they are. Look,
we're on.
Live on Job Connect TV. It's a slow afternoon. Only 1 million people are watching in. The Super Bowl asked to advertise on us. We're talking with Dr. Daar and Terry, a real practice looking for an associate right now. What we're going to talk about after we get to talk with Dr. Daar and Terry are the questions you will need to ask and be able to answer. But we're going to share a great story, an example of Dr. Daar and Terry looking for an associate right now. And I say there are 5 questions to ask and be able to answer on every job interview. And I love these little books. I have them. Get yourself a little book, get yourself a pen, bring it to the job interview and say, hey, I want to jot down some notes while we're talking and write the questions on the side. So Dr. Daar and Terry, I'm going to start with you. I am going to be the person interviewing for your job. We're going to role model this dress rehearsal. Where is this job?
Thanks, Paul. We're in Manchester, Connecticut. For those not familiar, on the East Coast, we're right outside of Hartford, probably about halfway between New York and Boston.
Cool.
Nice little small town.
So where the job is important. So you can travel to New York, travel to Boston, Manchester, Connecticut. How far do you live from the practice, Dr. Daar?
I live about an hour from the practice. I live on the shoreline. Connecticut's very small. You can be any point of it within an hour. Very
nice,
easy.
great. I travel about 45 minutes to my office. I say geographic flexibility is key. Traveling up to 30, 40, 50, 60 minutes for a good job is better than having a job down the street that you don't like. So I like this. So where is the job? Great. Now, the most important question, why are you looking for an associate? And one thing I'll share is I have this phrase, is the associate position a car or a boat? What's that mean? A car is a need, a boat is a want. People will sell their car before they sell their boat, before they sell their car. So if you are someone out there looking for a job and someone hires you because they're busy, but you only make $70,000 a year, if they become not busy, they might get rid of that boat associate position. But if someone has a true need, we're going to find out from Dr. Daar and Terry about their job, they need an associate in their office. So tell us about the why for your practice, Terry and Dr. Daar.
Yeah. Well, basically, it does come down to that one thing. We are busy. I can't handle it.
Yeah.
We started out as a general practice, good soft tissue management, doing the routine stuff, crowns, fillings, and then we made ourselves recession proof and got into implants, ortho, endo. And after 38 years, we have a lot of patients. And with COVID and all that, there's a lot of emergencies coming in. And we need somebody to handle it. I have a second practice. I'm there. I developed a sleep practice that's taking off the charts. So I need somebody that really wants to work.
I like this. You want to share the joy of dental care with another dentist. Now, I always say busy is a feeling, not a fact. So then my next question helps with determining how busy an office is or what's the level of commitment they're going to give to an associate. So we went, where's the job? Why do you need an associate? How, if I apply, and I'm 25, not 43, we can pretend for a minute, or 28. Hey, Dr. Daar and Terry, this great place, but I have a lot of dental school loans. I have this weird need to eat food. I don't know if you have that and have shelter, so I have to pay for things. Right. How will I be compensated working? And what could I expect to earn as a range working with your job? Let's say for a year full time.
Yeah, well, I know when I started out, I made $100 a day and I didn't feel too good about myself or my checkbook.
Yeah.
So I think it's really important if you want to be successful and feel good professionally and personally to make a good income. So we want to offer, let's say 150 to 225,000 a year to get somebody in there. And then from there, if they can pick up on the things that I can mentor them on or continue education, the sky's the limit, really.
I love that. Well, and also dentists love details. You saw my video. I don't know, Terry, you work around dentists. We're very detailed people. We want to know about the probing depth on the patient's brother. We want to know if they go to a C course and they got to talk about implants first or second. So when you can share that detail, we'll commit $150,000 to $200,000 a year with the potential to make more. That means that you have a position that someone can work in, pay their dental school student loans, and be mentored. I like this. So we went, why do you need an associate? Where's the job? How will I be compensated? 2 more questions. What procedures am I going to do most of the time, Dr. Dar and Terri? So I want you to share that there's extra things to learn, sleeper implants, but I go into work, most of the time I'm going to be doing what procedures?
Well, unlike a lot of offices, we don't dump the garbage on the new associate. They aren't just saying pedo. They aren't doing the problem patients. The patients are the patients of the office, and you do the exam, the patients like you, you're going to see them. If you have the skills to do the endo, if you can do the ortho, if you can do the implants, go for it.
Nice.
It's wide open.
So you're going to be doing restorative dentistry. So it sounds like when someone works, someone experiences you, but they could refer stuff if they don't feel comfortable, right? If they, whether it's molar endo or extraction bone grafts, maybe it's something that you do yourself, Dr. Dar, or specialists in the area. So they can do restorative dentistry with the opportunity to do specialty procedures, but it's okay if they refer them as well.
Exactly. Whatever they feel comfortable with and whatever they're good at, and it's going to make them feel happy, at the end of the day.
I like that. Happiness factor or reducing the number of times I feel like crying inside a day is my number 1 goal of being a dentist. Profit? Who cares? Right? And I'm down. I was at like 40 times down to 20. Pandemic has brought it up when someone's like, well, gloves are $50 a box. I'm like, oh, so glad. Anyway, so, and then finally, believe it or not, it's legal. See, Terri, you work in a dental office, so you're infected by dentistry, but you're not an actual dentist. But dentists, sometimes they think it's illegal for them to have fun, right? We went to dental school, no more fun after that, right? So what fun things, if someone was a dentist there, and you both can answer, and pretend they're a regular person. I know we're dentists, we're never regular, but it's Saturday, we're not working, and we're living where you live, Dr. Dar, living where you live, Terri. What are some fun things they could do in the area?
Well, I think Connecticut is very centrally located, and you're in close proximity to go to the city, Long Island Sound. You can go skiing in Vermont.
Nice.
There's just such a diverse amount of activities. You can go up to Boston and get the culture there. There's things right here in our state. We have, beautiful beaches along the shoreline. I think it's a great place to live.
That's awesome. So that's what I'm trying to do with Dentist Job Connect, to learn about all of our jobs. Our team will put that in the chat, is to match up the right people with the right fit. I happen to like museums. I like sitting. That's good for Philadelphia. You can sit a lot. I'm not a skier, but that's good for me. But there's many people who would say, I'd love doing that. I'd like to be there. Dr. Dar, how about you?
I mean, there's everything. When I moved out here from Chicago, I thought Chicago was the end all. But minutes from the house, I was fishing, I was hiking. I even took up hot air ballooning, took up boating. I mean, there's just, it's infinite what you could do.
Nice. You turned yourself into an outdoorsy person. I like that. It's a Jim Gaffigan's post. So what I want to share as we wrap up. Well, first, tell us, if someone's watching right now, one of the 1 million people watching, tomorrow 2 million, how could they reach out to you guys to learn more about this job?
Well, I've watched your videos before.
Oh, so. Nice. Thanks, Terri. Oh, I love that. Hold it up a little bit more. That is great. I love that. Makes me so proud. Now I have to have one of my own things. Yeah, I love a good sign. So Terri at drdar.com. Text Terri 860-869-4030. Awesome, Terri. I love that. Our world is a little nuts, Dr. Dar. So I'm going to ask you a question that I feel like I should know the answer to. But what licenses do you need? Where do you need to be licensed to work in Connecticut? I'm assuming the NERBs.
The NERBs and a Connecticut license. And we have a very good working relationship with the CSDA.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
And we can pick up the phone and talk to them in 1 minute and get a response. So any help that anybody needs with that, with relocating, housing, anything at all, we're there for them.
Right.
Well, I encourage you guys to find out more about this job. Reach out and talk with Terri and Dr. Dar. It sounds like you guys have a place where someone can come in and feel supported, but make enough money to pay off their loans and do stuff and grow with the practice, because you have two locations there, right, Dr. Dar?
Correct.
Yeah, so you can't clone yourself. Some people, that's one of the challenges of having multiple practices like we have. I have them too, is you need dentist chefs to help you. So I love what you guys are sharing. Sounds like you guys have a great opportunity. If anybody out there watching wants to text us first, just text job to 215-543-6454. Jill, my sister, and our awesome Job Connect coordinator, jobconnect@dentalnachos.com. And when is this position available? It's pretty much ASAP or in 30 days?
Yeah, like even starting the 22nd of February. And one of the things that I want to add, if you don't mind, just real quickly, because I realize how important this is. Being a practice manager within the practice is the culture. It's not just showing up to work every day. It's making sure that you have a culture that's going to promote success.
Guys,
Our motto is we set people up for success, not failure. We have a really great support team, mentorship. I think that's really important. And we are fun. We're hardworking, fun people.
I love that. Culture is so important. You spend a lot of time in the dental office. And, I'm so glad you brought that up at the end because, I had a dream. It didn't come true. That dream was to play in the NBA. And this is my daughter's basketball. I can't palm a real basketball. So that didn't come true. But what is interesting, I went to Villanova. Jay Wright, I think, is awesome. He's a college basketball coach, super winning coach. And they ask him, why doesn't he coach at Texas? And he says, well, I like living in the PA area. If you're a new dentist, though, now's the time to be geographically flexible. Our industry has changed, but in some ways, there's all these opportunities, and I want you to make the best decision for you. It doesn't mean leave your friends and family and never talk to them, but what it means is traveling somewhere to work in a supportive environment and perhaps visiting people on the weekend, going to New York City. You work an hour from the practice, Dr. Dar. That probably gives people so many different places to live. Be in the Northeast. I really appreciate you guys being part of the Nacho community, sharing that you have a position to take in a dentist. Is there anything else you want to share before we start our Job Connect show?
No, I think this is a great opportunity for somebody, and I'd like them to jump on it soon because whoever sees it is definitely going to take it because it's a great office.
I love it. And, since you're a Job Connect, one of our members, what I showed about Super Dentist Boost, which is coming up, you guys get free passes. So everyone else watching, you don't get free passes. They're $8 or $4. But make sure you guys watch in, especially like Culture Terry. We're going to have the awesome Kira Dent and Mark Costas, Composite Gurus. So Super Dentist Boost, we have a sale till tomorrow. It's February 26th to the 28th. Every year I do a big event in Philadelphia in person, but the pandemic has thrown quite a monkey wrench into that. So we're going to do it virtually, but it's a 3-day event. And make sure Natalie and Jill, you guys get free passes to that and watch in on it with us.
Oh, that'd be great.
Okay,
thank you.
You're on live feed from your couch. Dr. Dar, whole life you had to go to a Holiday Inn, force feed yourself salmon franchise at 11 a.m. That'll come back, but you can sit on your couch, watch someone talk about implants, talk about composite, and you enter in a code and you get live feed from your couch. It's pretty cool.
I love it.
Awesome, guys. Well, enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Feel free to stay and type anything you want in the chat, and really appreciate you guys being a part of this.
Yeah, thanks, you.
Paul.
Awesome, guys. Have a great afternoon.
Bye-bye.